It's a new week at the Hyatt house, and today is a fun day because we are on the 3rd floor and we are figuring out how to frame out this bathroom, closet, and mechanical. So can you see this floor plan? Here's one with dimensions. I start by drawing these, but then once you start doing it in person, sometimes things change a little bit. So we have had the doors propped up here to figure out what that wall is going to look like, with whether we want 1 door or 2 doors. We are doing some blue tape. We've got a shower marked over there. We're working on a closet here. So we are figuring out this floor plan. We have the makings of a wall. Over there we've got a closet and mechanical. And in here we have a bathroom. We're gonna have a shower on this wall, commode, and then a vanity here. And what we are now getting ready to do is frame out one of my favorite things to put into a house, and that is 2 pocket doors. I love pocket doors. They save so much room in your space. You know, this room is not very deep. If you had a door that swung in, it would be really awkward. So we're gonna have a pocket door here for the bathroom and one here for the closet. It's not very easy to retrofit a house with pocket doors because you really have to reframe the wall. But anywhere where you're adding a new wall, it's not that hard. We buy these pocket door kits that have everything you need. So we're gonna have a pocket door right here. And we have a pocket door. So this is the opening. And that would be when the pocket door is closed. We've got the wall here dividing the bathroom from the closet, and now we're getting ready to put a pocket door on the closet. Talking about doors, so I always like to repurpose doors when I can. This door right here was actually right there at the top of the stairs, but we don't need to close that off. It's actually going to be better to have that open. So we just move that door to right here. We have another door from downstairs that's not quite the same. This side is different because this side has this nice little trim. But this other side is the same. So when these 2 doors are closed, they will look the same. So we're repurposing a door from downstairs that we don't need down there. It's going to be here for the closet door. And if you were to go in the bathroom and go in the closet and say, hey, these aren't the same doors, but from the hallway, they're the same. So now I got to just put another pocket door right here. Another day, another Lowe's delivery. I believe that all of that on the back is coming here. That's a bunch of whitewood that we need to do blocking and to continue framing. So bringing in more and more lumber. We now have 2 pocket doors. So I showed you that bathroom. That door is open. If it's closed, it's going to be right there. And this is a closet and mechanical. This is going to be kind of tricky. So what we've done is, let's open that pocket door. We've just left this open for now. I have got to get my air handler either here or behind that knee wall. But the biggest thing is there is a chase that we've built downstairs, and that's going to be how we run our ductwork to the 2nd floor. So sometimes these things don't work out the way you planned. In my mind, I thought the chase was going to be more over on this end, but it's really right here. So what we're going to do is wait until we get the unit in. Hopefully the unit can go back there. We'll just have a little bit of ductwork and we can box that in, and then we'll design this closet around the space. We'll design the closet around that unit in the space that's left. But it's a good sized closet. I mean, wish I had a closet this big. So I don't have a vision yet for how we're going to do the shelves and the hanging, because we don't know what kind of space we're going to have to lend to our mechanical. peeking through the wall into the bathroom. We're gonna have the shower down at that end. The vanity will be right here. Toilet in the middle. So I'm hopeful that we can make these hardwoods work. They're gonna be beautiful. It's just gonna be a little bit of upkeep to have them in a bathroom. So we are moving along on the 3rd floor. And then of course, so you've got your bathroom and your closet, and then this is gonna be a big bedroom in here. And then you could use this space out here for like a sitting area. So it's almost gonna be like a 3rd floor suite. So I am super excited. It's so fun to see things that are on paper start coming to life in real life. So we're still working on the 3rd floor. That's the room that was divided for a bathroom and closet. And this is gonna be the bedroom. And so what we're working on here is adding lots of blocking so that we can add sheetrock all the way around on the knee walls. And we're also doing strips, thin little 3/4 inch strips on each side of these trusses. I have figured out how I can leave these exposed, and we're just gonna run sheetrock in between them. So we're having to fur it out a little bit. It's gonna give us a little airspace. Gonna give us something to screw sheetrock to. And it's also reinforcing these little boards so that they're stable, those underboards, that underlayment for the roof. So that's what we're working on today. You can see we've done all the blocking over here. We had to do it along the bottom, along the top of the knee wall, over here, getting things regular so that when we start screwing in our sheetrock, we're in good shape. All right, so we've got these pieces that run this way. They're gonna remain exposed, but this one is split. If you can see, there's a good little split on that one. So what we're gonna do to give it a little more structural integrity is we are going to carefully see if we can take it out. We're gonna support it before we take it out so it doesn't split worse. And then we are going to notch a hole or a groove from the top down. We're gonna put in a oversized piece of rebar and then fill it with epoxy. And then hopefully carefully put it back where it is. So stay tuned and we'll see if that works. All right, because there's such a big crack in it, we are gonna support it on both sides with another piece of lumber before we try to take it down. So here we go. All right, we are going to try to successfully take out the pegs. Or tree nails, as they would have been called back in the day. Aha, that one came out easy.
Hijo, no, viejo. ¿Por qué? Nope.
There's a little nail in there. And it's out. All right, so this actually gives a really good opportunity to see how these are constructed. We'll go over here and look at this one. Terrible camera work. Okay, so you see there was a notch in that piece, and then this was notched as well. There's the regular thickness, and then it was notched, and then the pegs will go through there. All right, so what we're gonna do is we are gonna notch a groove about an inch or so thick, all the way down to an inch within an inch of the bottom. And then we're gonna fill that with epoxy and some rebar, and that's gonna give this a little bit more structure. You can see there, it's a pretty good crack. That's the crack at the top, and it's split over here on the side, and it's split on that side too. So we're gonna keep these pieces on because this is just gonna keep it together. I am excited and nervous about this. If we damage it, I don't know what we're gonna do. So fingers crossed that this goes well. All right, so we did several cuts. Now we're just gonna chisel out all these pieces. Some are coming out really easy. Others are gonna need to be chiseled. All right, so it's all cleaned out. And now we are going to fill it with epoxy and rebar. So on to the next step. The rebar is going in, and then we're gonna fill it with epoxy. Boom. So we are still putting epoxy on the first one. We actually noticed that this one had a second one. It goes over there, had a little cut in it, like someone had hit it with a saw. So we decided to be on the safe side and do the same thing on this one. So we are adding more and more of that 2-part epoxy. So it's a construction epoxy that mixes together. It's gonna add strength. When we finish that one, we will do this one as well. You can see we've already cut the channel. We've got our rebar ready to go. So the epoxy has just about set up, and we are gonna take these frames that we made off and put these back where they go, back over here.
Un poquito primero que quede un clavo. Sácala para ti. Sácala para ti. Así.
Okay. Fits like a glove. So we're still on the 3rd floor. This time we're over on the hallway side. You remember we had to sister up all these wooden beams, and now we are adding some plywood gussets. We got one going up there. We're doing one at the peak, and you can see one here all the way along there and on the other side. So we've basically built new little trusses for this whole section of the roof. All right, folks, we are wrapping up another week spent completely on the 3rd floor of the Hyatt house. We got this piece right here and that piece with more support. I'll show you. Remember I said there was like a notch where a saw had hit it? That's where it was. So we decided to go ahead and support that one too. We've run all of our little strips that are gonna hold our sheetrock. We've done a lot of wood blocking. We put in some plywood back here so we'll have a little storage, and did a lot of work in here, and we've got the makings of a closet and a bathroom. So that's another good week of work at the Hyatt house. Hey, while you're here, like, subscribe, comment, and make sure to come back next week and see what we accomplish next.